Charlotte. Years ago, the battles raged across the stars. 500 years ago, both sides bore the scars. 100 years ago, cyborgs were defeated. 100 years ago, the dark labor's completed. The automaton mainframe, dark machine god, sees right through liberty's fraud. Filled with rage, mindful war, Super Earth will burn forevermore.
Freedom's dismantlers of digital dunces. That was Automaton Mainframe by me, with the help of some AI buddies. I only did the lyrical writing and sent it in for processing. To be honest, this kind of thing is just so fun that everyone should try their paws at it at least once. Now, I know that there are some out there with strong opinions about AI, but let me pitch this argument at you if I could. There are folks out there like me who have no strong innate musical talent, and if AI tools just vanished overnight, I probably just wouldn't create anything. Heck, without my voice-changing software that lets me operate like a normal person, instead of melting into a puddle of dysphoria for the maid to mop up next Monday, I probably wouldn't even be doing this. As in, no radio show. At all. I'd just be another faceless diver on the front lines, and most would never come to know me, and I never would have made so many friends. I just feel like these fun little toys open up the market a little bit more and let the average person craft something cool to show to others. It's never going to replace handmade art or music, no more so than file sharing did at the turn of the millennium. My opinion is that music should be for everyone, not just the innately talented, though there is a big difference between myself, who just dabbles, and someone like Jonathan Young or Weird Al, who worked at their craft and deserve the many accolades that they get. That being said, let's get into the news for tonight. Now, to start off the evening, we have a curiosity from within the business sector. The Bank of Prosperity heard my broadcast this morning and weren't particularly happy with my wording. They threatened fines and disciplinary action. I offered to send one of my fist units to their corporate HQ to say hi, and things went back and forth like that for a little bit, until I was told that refugee transport is not one of the services that the bank provides, which threw me for a bit of a loop. I've been hearing tales of certain individuals offering transport off threatened or even besieged worlds, and then charging outrageous prices that the victims couldn't hope to pay off even if you gave them 20 years to do it. Couple that with fines, late fees, processing fees, interest, and these poor people are practically getting the shirt stolen off of their backs. And these enterprising entrepreneurs were operating under the name of the Bank of Prosperity, hence the confusion. This kind of thing is very against the BOP's terms of service. So, what exactly is going on here? Well, after a conversation with members of the BOP board, we came to the conclusion that a third party is using their good name to run this scam on the border planets, and no one knew anything about it until I said something. Someone is making a killing out there. Fortunately, I have a super robot buddy who can come through security camera footage, docking permission requests, ship ownership certificates, and all manner of forensic evidence to find out who these guys are, where they came from, what they're doing now, and where they're based at. And then the BOP's internal security can go and have a word with them. And if the offending party is listening to this broadcast right now, oh, we're coming for you. So, how's that for an olive branch, guys? I'm not just a pretty face, you know. And I do recognize that as a career helldiver, I do have an overinflated sense of justice and an immense dislike of what I see as exploitation capitalism, which it seems the bank wasn't guilty of in the first place, and I was meowing up the wrong tree. So I'm sorry that I threatened to give you all the ant hive under the magnifying glass treatment. That was wrong of me. Can you forgive your angel of the airwaves, pretty please? Though I do have to say, dear listeners, something I won't apologize for is having a strong moral compass. It is wrong for the strong to prey upon the weak or on those in unfortunate circumstances. I choose the high road. I choose the difficult path so that others don't have to walk it. And this is a message that goes out to all authorities, all the powers that be, everyone who thinks that they're liberty's gift to the universe and can behave however they want. Don't you dare cross that line. Because if you do, you know I'll be there doing everything I can to take you down and make you answer for what you did. You can go and ask the Automaton Legion about how sharp this little kitten's claws are. But you'll be tripping over an awful lot of corpses to go and find a live one to talk to. I apologized, not because I'm willing to compromise on my morals, or because I sold out, or because I'm afraid of the Bank of Prosperity. Oh, heavens, no. You're talking to someone who marched up to the Ministry of Truth and showed them which finger is the longest. It's because I think I was off the mark. There's more to this, and I don't think the bank were the wrong this time, so my bad. Fortunately for me, Colonel Disro was an understanding man and charged me a paltry fee of 200 super credits and a slap on my paws to say, don't do it again. Which I won't. I promise I'll trust the bank a little bit more in the future. Now, in news from the Galactic Sphere, the evacuation of Court Bay is proceeding nicely now that we have bulldozed the robotic corpses out of the way and carved up the remains of the Automaton supercarriers that were stuck in orbit. There is a clear line of transit all the way back to the interior sectors, and we have absolutely no problems on the horizon, at least on this front. Thus far, roughly 50% of all ground forces have been evacuated from Court Bay, with a tiny bit of cleanup work being done by the 5th Super Elite Patriotic Liberators Division, who found a small holdout of Automaton jet brigade fabricators tucked into a tiny box canyon. Earlier this afternoon, the Automaton Collective made a half-hearted play for Meissa with a paltry force that equated to a level 7 SDC. Unfortunately for them, they ran into a solid mass of bullets, bombs, and bravado, and those bot boys are getting absolutely trashed out there. And not just from SEAF personnel either. Get this, dear listeners. There is a secret division of Helldivers operating on Meissa. Who are they? Where did they come from? How did they get so darn proficient at asymmetric warfare? All very good questions. But the only answers we have are their emblem. A magenta helix flanked by words written in some unusual codex that the Ministry of Truth has not been able to crack. And a name. The Corps. Given the way that they were stacking up automaton bodies like sandbags, I certainly hope this Corps is on our side. Against what might be coming, we'll need all the help we can possibly get. At last observation, the Meridia Singularity is still located within the Umlaut sector, but is steadily advancing forward. This thing is going to tear whatever is in its way to absolute shreds, and the planets of Angel's Venture, Moridesh, Ibis, possibly Krakatu or Nublaria 1, Pelan 5, New Haven, and Mars are directly in its path. These planets are preparing evacuation plans, but the governors are deeply hopeful that the Helldivers in the Ministry of Science can think of something to forestall this doom. Sorry guys, we don't have anything for you just yet. Heck, we can't even stop the Illuminate from raiding our planets on the southern frontier, but I have heard whispers that Tyler Brash, brother of the legendary General Brash, is working on a secret project that could turn our situation around. If anyone can, he can. At this point, the Alliance might be our only hope. That's been Liberty's Latest with me, Pandera the Radio Angel. Remember, Helldivers, we'll be getting a new war bond bright and early tomorrow morning, and since there are always optionals on the Superstore, you'll need about 1,800 super credits to afford everything, same as always. So if you're shy a few creds, go kick a squid's face in and steal his lunch money. For liberty, for freedom, for democracy, and for Super Earth.